Dear graduates, families of the graduates, the faculty members, and members of the Reichman University administrative staff, the Louder School of Government is pleased this evening to honor the 16th graduating class of the MA program in Government Diplomacy and Strategy. Woo! We salute you on your academic achievements at Reichman University. With us tonight, sitting to my right, are Professor Asif Ifrat, head of the MA program and the MA with thesis track, Professor Liza Irani Saban, former vice dean, Professor Alex Mintz, former provost, and Dr. Eitan Azani, head of the specialization in counterterrorism and homeland security studies. Professor Asaf Moghadam, dean of the Louder School of Government, Diplomacy and Strategy, will join us soon. My name is Dr. Casey Barr, and I'm honored to be the MC for tonight's ceremony. 10 years ago, I sat where you sat, graduating with the class of 2013. This experience I had here has been transformative. It's filled me with meaningful learning experiences and relationships that have shaped my career and my life here in Israel. Returning as a lecturer has been a profound privilege, and having many of you in my class has been quite an honor and an amazing experience. I've had the unique pleasure of engaging in thought-provoking discussions with many of you and watching you as you tackle complex challenges with creativity and determination. I want to congratulate all of you as you begin this next journey, especially in these challenging times. I want to wish you much success and the essential qualities for navigating this challenging time, both personal and global, that await you. I wish you the courage to pursue your passions, the resilience to overcome the obstacles, the curiosity to keep learning, and the compassion to lead with empathy and to bring others with you. Our graduates go on to do many great things, but it's always great when you guys keep in touch. Remember, we're still here for you. It is now my great honor to begin the ceremony by inviting Professor Asif Ifrat to deliver his remarks.
So finally, here we are, the exciting evening marking the end of your studies here at Reichman University. My name is Asif Ifrat, and I have the honor of serving as the head of the MA program at the Louder School of Government here at Reichman University. It is my distinct privilege to congratulate you on your graduation from Reichman University. Graduation ceremony is something we look forward to every year, and I'm very excited to be able to address the class of 2023 today. But my congratulations go not only to the members of the graduating class, but also to the family and friends who are in the audience today and those who could not attend. It is well known that no one makes it to graduation alone. Studying toward the MA is a challenging experience, and it is the support of fathers, mothers, spouses, siblings, and friends that made this experience possible. I'm sure our graduates feel gratitude toward all of you for your part in this journey, and I share in this gratitude, and I share in your pride in the accomplishments of our graduates. I would also like to thank all the administrative staff who have worked tirelessly during your studies here to provide guidance and support, and who have worked especially hard to make graduation special for you all. They are the heart and soul of this place, and they deserve a big round of applause. Last but not least, I would also like to thank the faculty who have served not simply as teachers and colleagues, but also as mentors and friends. We are holding this graduation ceremony at a time of great turmoil in Israel and globally. This is easy to forget or ignore as we sit here in this nice ceremony on this beautiful, peaceful campus here in Herzliya. But Israel is indeed in turmoil. Indeed, we are holding this ceremony in the midst of war, a long, terrible war which began on October 7th and is still going on 8 months later. This institution has lost several of its current students and graduates, and one of our students, Idan Shnevi, is still held hostage in Gaza. After causing untold pain and suffering to those directly affected and to all of us, the war's end is not yet in sight. And war, real or threatened, is causing turmoil worldwide. In the 1990s, after the Cold War, it seemed like the world had finally reached an era of peace and prosperity. 30 years later, the world is back to a state of rivalry among the great powers. A rising China is flexing its muscles, becoming more assertive, wishing to challenge the United States. Russia has done the unimaginable. It is conducting an unprovoked and brutal war in Ukraine and has raised the possibility of using nuclear weapons. So you are about to go out to a world in flux, a world that is moving fast, a world that is full of uncertainty and may surprise you with unexpected developments. And this is also life at a personal level, uncertain and full of challenges and surprises. From our experience here at the MA program, I would like to offer you a few words of advice, a few insights, as you're about to go into the world and start building your lives. One insight is the importance of community. Here at Reichman University, we have built a thriving academic community, and we seek to nurture a community among every class of ME students through academic and social activities. The sense of community is important for facilitating student learning and also for their social and emotional well-being. And this is also an important lesson to take away for life outside academia. Be part of a community. Cultivate a community for yourselves, or even multiple communities, and connect with them. A community with family, with friends, at work. Communities are a crucial source of support. And this brings me to the second piece of advice. Take advantage of support. We constantly seek to offer our students both academic and administrative support, to share resources, to provide assistance. And I hope this support made your time here more fruitful and enjoyable. The lesson here is that both in times of crises, such as during war, and in normal times, support can make an enormous difference in your lives. It gives you comfort, it can turn a struggle into success. So seek support and advice from family, friends, colleagues, and take advantage of support that is offered to you. A third advice is the importance of setting goals and focusing on what matters. And this is something that we as faculty have to do constantly in our classroom. There is so much knowledge to convey to students, so many insights to share, so many skills to teach. We constantly have to ask ourselves, what are the things that really matter here? What are the key learning objectives that we want our students to master? We set specific goals for our instruction, and we make efforts to accomplish them. And this lesson applies in so many other contexts. Focus on what's important. We are constantly in a race to achieve so many things in our career, in our personal lives. It seems like the list of tasks to accomplish gets longer as time goes on. And sometimes these goals are in tension, in conflict with one another. So focus on what's important in your personal life and in your career. Set specific goals and do your best to achieve them. I do hope that the time you spent here at Reichman University, the knowledge and the tools you obtained, that all these will help you fulfill your goals and dreams. In the name of the faculty and staff, I want to congratulate each of you for your achievement of getting your master's. And I'm sure that this is only one among many achievements to come. Thank you.
Oria is a graduate with an MA in counterterrorism. He completed his degree with distinction, summa cum laude.
Faculty members of the Lauder School, graduating students, and esteemed guests. I'm honored to be here standing before you today in celebration of our shared achievements. Over the generations, the Jewish people have wisely remembered to acknowledge moments of national sorrow and whatever is incomplete and missing, even in the most joyful and personal moments. Thus, at the wedding ceremony, just before the personal and loving union of the couple, the destruction of the temple is recalled through the singing of "If I Forget Thee, O Jerusalem, Im Eshkachech Yerushalayim, Tishakach Yemini." This line of thought is also very relevant for us today, and to this unique occasion of the Greek control. Thus, At our removing ceremony today, there is no doubt that facets that are incomplete and missing are also felt and present. The hostages held by Hamas, the civilians who were murdered, and the soldiers who lost their lives, the physically and mentally wounded, and the families of those who have not yet returned to their homes. With your permission, as a student representative, I will not elaborate on how enjoyable, interesting, and meaningful our studies in government at Reichman have been, though that is certainly true. I will speak about us as a collective, with the responsibility placed on us as individuals in confronting the darkness that entered all our lives on October 7th. I will discuss our capability to influence reality, strive for a deeper understanding of the problems, and persistently and stubbornly pursue their solution. We truly have no other choice. I studied for a degree in government, specializing in counterterrorism. We delved deeply into the phenomenon of terrorism, and since October 7th, it feels as though our studies have come to life right before our eyes, in an unusual, rare, and unfortunate manner. What can be said with certainty and sorrow is that our degree has become more relevant than ever. The intersection of academia and national security has never been more crucial and evident. Beyond the learning and deep understanding of counterterrorism at Reichman, we receive the tools to learn independently, research, ask questions, and doubt. We learn that in order to truly comprehend a problem, we need to view it from different perspectives and use various tools to solve it. These tools, in a dynamic and ever-changing world, are of utmost importance and will undoubtedly serve us in any significant role we may undertake in the future. In Ecclesiastes, Megillat Kohelet, King Solomon wrote, "A time to tear down and a time to build." For us, now is the time to fight. Later, we will handle everything else. However, the challenges of the current period clarify that we must implement both simultaneously. We must fight in all ways, strive for engagement on all fronts, and defeat our enemies, and we will prevail. At the same time, we must continue to learn and develop the knowledge that enables the fight against terrorism and its derivatives. We must build and develop our superb human resources with a long-term perspective and the necessity to maintain our relative advantage over the enemies. This is likely the only way to bring about the true defeat of terrorism. In my track, one of the elements that impressed me the most was the human diversity within it. Despite that, one thing was very clear and common to all. Everyone had come to deeply understand the major problems that governments face, with a strong desire to collaborate on how to find solutions. Everyone here in the audience could have studied for an MBA or some technological profession with the intention of going into fields of finance and high-tech. The choice to engage in policy issues, in my view, reflects our collective sense of mission and commitment, as well as a desire and willingness to bear the burden of finding solutions. We live in complex times, and the road ahead is not a short one. It is long, winding, and ongoing. There will be no quick victories, and we will need resilience and patience. Lieutenant Colonel Emmanuel Moreno, of blessed memory, who was himself a Reichman graduate, said, "The matter of our generation is not to fall, but to know that when you fell, you got up." The story of our generation is simply not to despair. David Ben-Gurion once said, "Every soldier must see himself as if the fate of the battle depends on him alone." So I believe and hope that each of us lives Reichman today with the feeling that the fate of the battle depends on him, and with the inner knowledge is that we do not enjoy the privilege of despair. Victory will only come together. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Oria. Now for the moment we've been waiting for. It's time to invite the staff to hand out your diplomas. I have a few requests before we do this. We're here to honor every single graduate tonight. And so I ask that after you get your certificate that you would be seated and be seated for the remainder of the ceremony so that we can honor each and every student. And also to those of you who are taking pictures, we ask you not to block the passageway so that we can have an orderly service. I'm now pleased to invite Valerie Suskind, Talia Oram Shimshi, and Daphne Roop from the MA Student Administration Office to the stage, and they will be inviting graduates of the 16th graduating class of the MA in Government to the podium to receive their diplomas.
Welcome, everyone. So we first invite to the podium those graduates who completed their studies with a distinction, summa cum laude. For the specialization in counterterrorism and homeland security, Autumn Grote. Alexander Pack. Uriah Shimon. For the specialization in diplomacy and conflict studies, Julia Sofo. For מדיניות ציבורית ושיווק פוליטי, מור סגל. We now invite to the podium those graduates who completed their studies with a distinction magna cum laude. For the MA Government Research, Daniel Haberfeld. For the specialization in counterterrorism and homeland security, Or Ashur, Tomer Cohen, Francesca Consolaro, Marie Gabenich, Jordana Ichilov, Ruben Layani, Nitzan Levy, Shir Moore, Deborah Shemenovitz, for the specialization in diplomacy and conflict studies, Eliza Black, Ellen Diane Melnick, Shachar Emily Toby, we now invite to the podium those graduates who completed their studies with a distinction cum laude. For counterterrorism with thesis, Alvize Charnoki Lucechi, for the specialization in counterterrorism and homeland securities. Conrad Babrai, Ariel Buenich, Alicia Cohen, Anaël Forado, Lou Andrea Frisch, Victoria Gerbi, Joanna Alexandra Mogos, Elizabeth O'Connell, Marta Pecori, Benjamin Spiro, Stolen Cum Laude, specialization in diplomacy and conflict studies. Matan Barak. Avital Berendt. Kate Chavez. Leahy Gordon. Rachel Lester. Ben Marcus. Sarah Martinov. Zvi Redig. Hannah Rifkin Friedman. Fabio Shapiro. מדיניות ציבורית ושיווק פוליטי, סטולן קום לאודי, אדם עמנואל אבנשטיין. אראל אוחנה. גל ברעם. ניר דינר. קים ויקטור. יפעת ון לואן. מתן זייפתי. ניר עוז חלה. יואב סבירסקי. ישראל חי קפלן. עכשיו נעבור למסיימים. Our graduates in alphabetical order. For MA in Government Research, David Feldman. Stav Mor. For for specialization in counterterrorism and homeland security. Haleli Alpert. Danielle Ashkenazi. Lucas Barbieri. Yochai Becker. Eran Berkovich. Michael Brennan. Rafael Herbs. Mario Gonzalez. Léa Camille Guez. Sanjay Kumar. Shiraz Levy. Armando Polychronopoulou. Sarah Reich. Felix Rockenbauer. Joel Eli Sandberg. Mikey Sharon. Sasha Stalik. Daniela Stemmer. Joseph Taylor. Samuel Tucker. Guy Waters. Emma Verrou. For the specialization in diplomacy and conflict studies. Or Alalouf. Elisheva Aziz. Turai Barnabas. Diana Dalbero. Marian Del Canto. Rom Egerweiss. Ruben Fari. Maria Krasov. Yuval Manzon. Alexandra Michaeliuk. Marina Priomova. Matan Razinovsky. Luna Roncière. Jacob Rosenfield. Martin Sar-Eraez. Nicole Slutsky. Yarin Yakov Tweezer. Ori Giladi. Anastasia Gershon. Daniel Vidlansky. Shirley Weiss. This is מדיניות ציבורית ושיווק פוליטי. חן לפיד נוריאל, רז מילגרום, אנה נמקוב, סתיו סובול, דניאל סימון, רעות סער, יונתן אשת, רבקה רוס. מזל טוב.
אנחנו מבקשים מכל הבוגרים להתרכז לפני הבמה, אנחנו רוצים לעשות לכם תמונה קבוצתית. We ask all the graduates to stand in front here. We want...
Please stand in front of the stage. All graduates are asked to please stand in front of the stage for a class picture.